Hey, Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome back to my channel that is still Eleanor. So, in this class, we are going to discuss the polynomials exercise 2.2 all problems. Okay, guys, in the previous video, we have discussed all the basic introduction part, example problems 2.1 exercise, everything else. Okay, this is the last video of this polynomials chapter. Okay, guys, if you are new to this video, just watch this video till the end. If you like it, then please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Okay guys, without wasting any time, let's get into the video. So let us see the first problem, which is, let's see the question here. Find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomial and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Okay, here some polynomials are given. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to find out the zeros of this given polynomial, and then we have to verify the relationship between the zeros and the quotients. Okay, this type of problems we have already done in the example problems. Okay, if you didn't watch that video, please go and watch that video first and come back to this video. Okay, then only it's easy for you to understand this exercise. Okay, let's start this. Okay, let's see the solution. So solution is, first of all, we'll write what is given. So given polynomial is p of x equal to x square minus 2x minus 8. This is what we have given. Okay. So for to get the zeros of this given polynomial, first what we have to do, we have to equalize this polynomial to 0. So x square minus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. Okay, so if you see this polynomial, this is a quadratic expression. Okay, so here we are just going to split the middle term. So for this, what we have to do, we have to multiply this first term and the last term. Okay, these two we have to multiply. So nothing is there means 1 x square into minus 8, which is minus 8x square. Okay, now we have to find out the factors for this minus 8x square. Okay, what are the factors of 8? 1 8's 8. Okay, then 2 4's 8, then after that 8 1's 8. Okay, so here minus sign is there means we have to take one positive sign and one negative sign. Okay, if you do the multiplication, you have to get 8, and if you do the difference, you have to get minus 2 as the result. Okay, if I take this here, 8 minus 1, 8 ones 8, this is possible. 8 minus 1 is 7, here 2 is there, so that's why we don't have to take this one. Okay, we have to take this 2 4's 8. And the question is, which one we have to take it as the positive sign and which one we have to take it as the negative sign, means the biggest number have to take the negative sign. Why? Because 4 minus 2 is 2, here minus 2 we have to get, that's why here 4x, here 2x. Okay, minus 4 into 2 8, x into x square. In this way you have to check out and write it down. So x square, okay, plus 2x minus 4x minus 8 equal to 0. Here I am taking x as common, then x of x plus 2. Okay, here minus 4 I am taking common, then minus 4 into x minus 4x, minus of plus is minus, 4 2's 8 equal to 0. If you see this carefully, here also x plus 2 is common, so x plus 2 into x minus 4 equal to 0. Okay, here we are getting two conditions, which is x plus 2 equal to 0 and the second condition is x minus 4 equal to 0. Therefore I got x as minus 2, which is 1 0, and x equal to 4, which is another 0. As this polynomial is a quadratic polynomial in which degree is 2, that's why we are getting two zeros. X is minus 2 and x is 4. So let us treat them as alpha equal to minus 2 and beta equal to 4. Okay, so this is 1 0 and this is another 0. Now what we have to do, we have to find out the sum of both terms. So sum of zeros, sum of zeros is nothing but alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta means minus 2 plus 4. Minus 2 plus 4 equal to plus 2. Okay, so these two, can I write this as 2 by 1? Okay, in the denominator nothing is there means 1. Okay, so these two I have written as 2 divided by 1. Okay, these two again I am writing it as minus of minus 2 divided by 1. Can I write 2 as minus of minus 2? Yes, minus of minus is plus. So 2 again I am getting. So why I have written like this means, if you see the polynomial here, this is in the form of, okay, ax square plus bx plus c. Here a is 1, okay, then b is minus 2, comma c is minus 8. So here here I got minus 2. So in the place of minus 2, can I write it as b? That's why minus is already there. So minus 2 place I am writing it as b by 1. What is 1? 1 means a. Okay. Okay, minus, that means minus b by a. Okay, what is minus b? Actually minus b means coefficient of x and a means coefficient of x square. So in the place of, so I can write it as, see, I can write it as minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Okay, got it. Now I'll do the product of both zeros. So product of zeros, which is alpha beta. Alpha beta means you have to do the multiplication. Minus 2 multiplied by 4 is minus 8. So this minus 8 I can write it as minus 8 by 1. What is minus 8 here? Minus 8 means c. Instead of minus 8 I can write c. So c divided by 1 means a. C by 1. C by a, sorry, C by a. So C is nothing but constant term. Constant term divided by a means coefficient of x square. Okay, this is the answer for this first question, where we have shown the zeros and we have find out the zeros for this quadratic polynomial, and we have shown the relation between the zeros and the coefficients. Okay guys, this is the first question. Now we'll see the second question, which is, so guys, second question is 4s square minus 4s plus 1. So this is the second question. Now what we have to do, we have to find out the zeros and we have to show the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients also. Okay, first we'll write what is given. So given polynomial is p of x equal to 4s square minus 4s plus 1. Okay, now we have to find out the zeros of this. Okay, to find out the zeros of this polynomial, we have to equalize this to 0. So that implies 4s square minus 4s plus 1 equal to 0. Okay, so the next step will be, if you see this carefully here, 4s square can be written as 2s whole square. Okay, 2 into 2, 4, s into s square, 4s square. Here minus 4s can be written as 2 into 2 s. Okay, 2 2's 4 into s, 4s plus 1 equal to 0. If you see this clearly, this is in the form of a square minus 2ab plus b, which is the formula of a minus b whole square. Okay, do you get this formula? Do you remember this formula? A plus a minus b whole square formula is a square minus 2ab plus b square. Sorry, b square. Okay, instead of this, I can write a minus b whole square. What is a here? Here a is minus. What is a here? Here a is 2s. Okay, 2s minus. What is b here? 1. 2s minus 1 whole square equal to 0. Have you understood this step? So this is in the form of a square minus 2ab plus b square. So I write it as a minus b whole square. A means 2s and b means 1. 2s minus 1 whole square. So 2s minus 1 whole square means 2s minus 1 into 2s minus 1. So I can write it as 2s minus 1 into 2s minus 1 equal to 0. Why I have written this? So that I get two zeros for this quadratic polynomial. So here also two cases arises, which is 2s minus 1 equal to 0. Here also same, 2s minus 1 equal to 0. So I have to take out the s value. So s equal to 1 by 2. Here also 2s equal to 1, s equal to 1 by 2. So two zeros we've got for this cubic polynomial. Let us treat it as alpha. Therefore, alpha equal to 1 by 2 and beta equal to 1 by 2. So now we have to find out the sum of zeros and product of zeros for this. Therefore, sum of zeros. Sum of zeros, which is alpha plus beta equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, which is 2 by 2. Okay, 2 by 2 is nothing but 1. We know that 2 by 2 is nothing but 1. So instead of cancelling this 2, I can write it as 1 can be write it as 2 by 2 again. So okay, 2 by 2. For this 2 by 2, I am just dividing and multiplying by 2 again. To get the formula for sum of zeros, I am doing this step. Okay, then the answer will be here 4, here also 4. And this 4 can be written as minus of minus 4 divided by 4. Can I write this 4 by 4 as minus of minus 4 by 4? Okay. Yes, because minus of minus is plus 4. So if you see this carefully, this is in the form of minus already. So minus I have written. So instead of minus 4, I can write it as, see here, minus 4. Here a is 4. Okay, b is minus 4, c is 1. Okay, so here I got minus 4. Instead of minus 4, I can write it as b. Okay, that's why minus of b divided by 4 means a. Therefore, I got sum of zeros, which is alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a, which is coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Okay, so in the same way we have to do the product also. Product of zeros, which is alpha beta equal to, alpha beta means we have to multiply these two. Okay, 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. So 1 by 4. What is 1 here? 1 means C and 4 means A, means C by 4. So C by 4. C by A, sorry, C by A. C means constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square. Okay guys, this is the answer for this second question. Okay, let's move on to the third question, which is which is 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. Okay, for this also we have to find out the zeros as well as relation between the zeros and coefficients. Okay, first of all we'll write what is given. So given is, so this is the question. Okay, given is p of x equal to 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. Okay, so this one I can write it as 6x square minus 7x minus 3. Okay, to find out the zeros for this we have to equalize it to the 0. That implies 6x square minus 7x minus 3 equal to 0. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to split the middle term. Okay, for that first of all what we have to do, we have to multiply both the terms, which is 6x square multiplied by minus 3 equal to 6 3 is 18 minus 18 x square. Okay, so now we have to find out the factors for this, which is 9 2's 18, 9 2's 18, x into x square. Here this is minus and this is plus. Okay, why? Because 9 minus 2 is 7, that's why. Okay, 6x square minus 9x plus 2x minus 3, okay, equal to 0. Here what I am doing, here I am taking out 3x as common. Okay, 3x common, then the left will be 3 2 6 and x into x square. Minus sign is there, then 3 3 is 9, x is already there. Okay, then here plus 1 of 2x minus 3 equal to 0. Okay, so the common terms are 2x minus 3 and 3x plus 1 equal to 0. Here two cases arises, which are 2x minus 3 equal to 0 and second one is 3x plus 1 equal to 0. Okay, then 2x equal to plus 3, x equal to 3 by 2. So this is 1 0 and second 0 is 3x equal to minus 1, x equal to minus 1 by 3. This is second 0. Okay, let us treat it as alpha equal to, therefore alpha equal to 3 by 2 and beta equal to minus 1 by 3. Okay, we got two zeros for this quadratic polynomial. Now what we have to do, we have to show the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Okay, for that we'll do this here. So therefore sum of zeros, which is alpha plus beta. What is alpha value here? My 3 by 2 and beta is minus 1 by 3. So 3 by 2 minus 1 by 3. Okay, that's it, 3 by 2 minus 1 by 3. Okay, if I do here, so 3 to 6, 6 is the LCM, then 2 3 6, 3 3 is 9 minus 3 to 6 means minus 2. Here 7 by 6. Here I got 7 by 6. This I can write it as minus of minus 7 by 6. So what is this? Minus 7 is nothing but, let's see, minus 7 is nothing but b value. Here a equal to 6, b equal to minus 7, c equal to minus 3. What is minus 7? Minus 7 is nothing but b. Therefore minus b by 6 means a. Okay, that implies this is minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Okay, got it? Now we'll do the product. Then product of zeros, which are alpha beta equal to 3 by 2 multiplied by minus 1 by 3. Okay, then minus 3 by 6. What is minus 3? Minus 3 is C and 6 is A. So this is constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square. Okay guys, this is the third sum. Now we'll do the fourth problem, which is fourth one is 4u square plus 8u. The question. Okay, now here also we have to do the same. So given p of x equal to 4u square plus 8u, means no constant is there. So let us take it as 4u square plus 8u equal to 0. Okay, then the next step will be, here what is common, here I am taking 4u as common, then 4u as common, then the left will be u plus 4u into u, 4u square plus 4 to 8u equal to 0. Here I am getting two conditions, which is 4u equal to 0, then u plus 2 equal to 0. That means u equal to 0 by 4, which is u equal to 0. This is 1 0 for this polynomial, and here u equal to minus 2. This is second 0 of this polynomial. Let us treat it as, therefore alpha equal to 0 and beta equal to minus 2. Now we'll do the sum of products, sum of zeros, sum of zeros, which is alpha plus beta equal to 0 plus minus 2 means 0, 0 plus of minus 2 means minus 2. Okay, so minus 2. So these minus 2 I can write it as minus 2 by 1. Okay, but here we don't have 2 here, that's why I am dividing and multiplying by 4. Okay, dividing and multiplying by 4, then it becomes minus 8 by 4. Okay, if I cancel also, I'll get minus 2 as the result. For showing the relation, I am doing this step. Okay, what is 8 here? 8 is nothing but b. Here a equal to 4, b equal to 8. In the place of 8, I can write minus b by a means 4. A minus b by a, which is minus of coefficient of x, okay, divided by coefficient of x square. Okay, now we'll do the product as same, product of zeros, which are alpha beta equal to, so 0 into minus 2 is 0. Okay, this 0 I can write it as 0 by 4. Okay, 0 by something is always 0, we know that, but why I'm writing, to get the relation I'm just splitting it like this. Okay, what is 0 here? 0 is nothing, 0 is nothing but the constant term. Here constant is not given, which is c. So here in the place of 0 I can write c, and 4 is nothing but a. So product of 0 formula is c by a, which is constant by coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square. Okay guys, this is the answer for this fourth one. Now we'll see the fifth question, which is fifth question is t square minus 15. So this is the question. Now here also given p of x equal to t square minus 15. Here middle term is not there. Okay, which is b value is 0 here. Okay, to get the zeros, first we'll equalize it to 0. That implies t square minus 15 equal to 0. So what we can do for this, we can write it as t square. This 15 I can write it as root 15 whole square. Can I write 15 as this? Here power and power root, if it is here power and root get cancelled, then the left will be will be then the left will be 15 itself. That's why I'm writing it here, writing it like this, okay, equal to 0. So this is in the form of a square minus b square, which is a plus b, okay, a plus b into a minus b. Okay, we know this formula. According to this formula we are splitting this. So a means t plus root 15, root 15, okay, then t minus root 15 equal to 0. Here two conditions arise. So that is t plus root 15 equal to 0. Then t is minus root 15. Here t minus root 15 equal to 0. Then t equal to plus root 15. This is alpha equal to minus root 15, beta equal to root 15. Okay, these two are the zeros. Now we'll find out the same, which is find out the same, the sum of zeros and product of zeros. Sum of zeros, which is alpha plus beta, equal to minus root 15 plus root 15, okay, which is 0. Okay, this 0 I can write it as 0 by 1. Okay, 0 is nothing but here we don't have the b term, which is the coefficient of x. So here a is 1, b is 0, c is minus 15. Okay, 0 in the place of 0 I can write b. Okay, so minus b divided by 1 means a. Okay, sum of zeros is minus b by a, which is minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Okay, therefore now we'll do the product of zeros, which is alpha beta. Alpha beta is minus root 15 multiplied by root 15, plus into minus, minus of root 15 whole square. Here if these two get cancelled, then the left will be minus 15. Okay, this minus 15 I can write it as minus 15 by 1. Okay, which is, what is minus 15? C. Okay, what is 1? A. So therefore I got C by A, which is constant term divided by quotient of x square. Quotient of x square. Okay guys, this is the fifth problem. Now we'll do the sixth problem, which is 3x square minus x minus 4. Okay, this is the question. Now here also we have to do the same for this. So given polynomial is x equal to 3x square minus x minus 4. Okay, we are treating it as 0. Let 3x square minus x minus 4 equal to 0. Okay, so here I have to find out the factors for 12, these two. Okay, 3x square multiplied by minus 4, 3 fours 12, minus 12 x square. Okay, here 3 fours 12, 3 fours 12. Okay, here this is plus and this is minus, x into x. So I can write it as 3x square plus 3x minus 4x minus 4 equal to 0. Okay, here I am taking 3x as common, then x plus 1. Here minus as common, minus x of sorry, minus 4 common, minus 4 of x minus x plus 1 equal to 0. See, plus into minus, minus, that's why. So next step will be x plus 1 and 3x minus 4 equal to 0. Two cases we are going to see. X plus 1 equal to 0. Here x equal to minus 1, which is 1 root. So therefore alpha equal to minus 1. Here 3x minus 4 equal to 0, then 3x equal to 4, then x equal to 4 by 3. This is second 0, okay, which is beta equal to 4 by 3. Okay, now we'll do the sum of zeros. Sum of zeros, which is alpha plus beta. Okay, minus 1 plus 4 by 3. It means minus 3 plus 4. Okay, 3 is LCM. 3 into 1 minus 3 plus 4. Then 1 by 3. Okay, what is 1 by 3? So this 1 I can write it as minus of minus 1 by 3, which is minus of, what is minus 1 here? See, a equal to 3, b equal to minus 1, c equal to minus 4. Okay, minus 1 means b. Okay, minus 1 means b and 3 means a. Okay, minus b by a. Therefore sum of zeros is minus b by a, that equal to coefficient of x minus of quotient of x divided by quotient of x square. Okay, now we'll do the product of zeros. Product of zeros, which is alpha beta. So minus 1 multiplied by 4 by 3, which is minus 4 by 3. What is minus 4? Minus 4 means c and 3 means a. Matlab c by a. Okay, c by a. Okay, which is constant term divided by quotient of x square. Quotient of x square. Okay guys, this is the problem. Okay, this is the answer for this sixth question. Till here we have covered the first Roman. Now we'll see the second Roman of this exercise, which is, so second Roman question is, just see what is the question. Find the quadratic polynomial, each with the given numbers as the sum and product of its zeros respectively. Means here we have given sum of zeros and product of zeros. Okay, by using these two we have to make a quadratic polynomial. Okay, let's do this. So first one is, so in this first one we have given, what is given? 1 by 4 comma minus 1. Okay, these are the roots or these are the zeros of the polynomial, which means sum of zeros is this, product of zeros is this. Okay, let's do this. So first of all we'll write given sum of zeros, which is alpha plus beta equal to 1 by 4, and product of zeros, which is alpha beta is minus 1. Okay, by using these two we have to find out the quadratic polynomial. Okay, I already told you one formula. Whenever you have given sum of zeros and product of zeros, to find the quadratic polynomial you have one formula, which is, so quadratic polynomial is k of x square minus of alpha plus beta of x plus alpha beta. Okay, we know this formula. Here we are going to subtract the values given. Alpha and alpha plus beta means 1 by 4. Alpha beta means minus 1. That implies k of x square, you have to put it same, minus what is alpha plus beta, 1 by 4. 1 by 4 of x plus what is alpha beta, minus 1. Minus 1. Okay, if you do this, k of x square minus 1 by 4x plus into minus, minus 1. Okay, here I am taking the LCM as 4. Okay, then it becomes 4x square minus x minus 4. Okay, this is what I got. So if I put the value of k as 4, then it becomes, if k equal to 4. If k equal to 4, then the quadratic polynomial, then is, see, 4 into 4x square minus x minus 4 divided by 4. Here 4 get cancelled. Then the quadratic polynomial is 4x square minus x minus 4. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, in this way we have to find out the rest of the questions. Okay, I'll do it for you. Okay, clear guys? Now we'll see the third question, which is, let's see the second question, which is root 2 comma 1 by 3. Okay, this is the question, means this is sum of zeros, this is product of zeros. Here also we have to do the same. So given is, given sum of zeros, which is alpha plus beta equal to root 2, and product of zeros, which is alpha beta, is 1 by 3. Okay, this is the given terms. Now we have to find out the quadratic polynomials. Therefore quadratic polynomial is k of x square minus of alpha plus beta of x plus alpha beta. Okay, so k of x square minus what is alpha plus beta, root 2. Root 2 of x plus what is alpha beta, 1 by 3. 1 by 3. Okay, here I have to take out the 3 as LCM. Then LCM is 3. Then 3 into x square, 3x square. Okay, then minus root 2 multiplied by 3 means 3 root 2 x, then plus 1. Okay, this is what I got. If I put k value as 3, if k equal to 3, then the quadratic polynomial is 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1. So this is the answer. Third question is 1 comma 1. Okay, so now we'll do the same for this. Given sum of zeros, which is alpha plus beta equal to 1. Then product of zeros, which is alpha beta equal to 1. Okay, now what we have to do? We have to find out the quadratic polynomial. What is quadratic polynomial? K of x square minus of alpha plus beta of x plus alpha beta. So k of x square minus alpha plus beta means 1 into x plus alpha beta means 1. Therefore, if k equal to 1, then quadratic polynomial is x square minus x plus 1. Okay, now we'll see the fourth question, which is 0 comma root 5. Okay, so we'll do this. Actually, this is third one and this is fourth one. Okay, sorry for that. So given sum of zeros means alpha plus beta equal to 0 and product of zeros alpha beta equal to root 5. Therefore quadratic polynomial is k of x square minus of alpha plus beta of x plus alpha beta. K of x square minus alpha plus beta means 0 into x plus alpha beta means root 5. Therefore k is equal k of x square 0 into something means 0 plus root 5. Okay, if k equal to 1, the quadratic polynomial is x square plus root 5. Okay guys, this is the answer. Now we'll see the fifth question, which is fifth question is minus 1 by 4 comma 1 by 4. So this is the question given. Okay, like just write it down. Given sum of zeros means alpha plus beta equal to minus 1 by 4 and product of zeros alpha beta equal to 1 by 4. Okay, now therefore quadratic polynomial is k of x square minus of alpha plus beta of x plus alpha beta. Okay, that implies k of x square minus alpha plus beta means minus 1 by 4 of x plus alpha beta means 1 by 4. Here 4 is the LCM. K of 4 divided by 4x square minus of minus means plus x plus 1. Okay, therefore if k equal to 1, then the quadratic polynomial is 4x square plus x plus 1. Okay guys, now we'll see the last question, which is 4 comma 1 as given. Okay, so given sum of zeros, which is alpha plus beta equal to 4 and product of zeros, which is alpha beta equal to 1. Therefore now we have to find out the quadratic polynomial. So quadratic polynomial is k of x square minus of alpha plus beta of x plus alpha beta. Okay, that implies k of x square minus alpha plus beta means 4 into x plus alpha beta means 1. Okay, that implies, okay, so if k equal to 1, then the quadratic polynomial is x square minus 4x plus 1. Okay guys, in this way you have to do the sum. So this is the end of this chapter guys. I hope you all understood this class well, I hope you liked it also. If you like it guys, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel and share these videos to your friends also. Okay guys, if you still have any doubts and any queries to ask me, please join me on WhatsApp or Telegram or else Instagram also. Okay guys, till then, bye bye, take care. Allah Hafiz. Alhamdulillah.